It's easy to do an offline transaction. I can take a transaction, even with Bitcoin, sign it, put it on a flash drive, hand it to you. But here's the issue. How do you know that I haven't double spent it? How do you know I actually have it without some other knowledge, like trusting me or having a full copy of the blockchain and being online and checking? And so trusted hardware is really nice because what it does is it says you can't lie in both directions. When the trusted hardware is able to get access to the chain and verify that it is looking at the right chain, the trusted hardware is able to get a snapshot of history and get a special transaction sent to it to a private key that everybody knows can only live within the enclave. And then the other dimension is when Bob goes to Alice and says, I'll send you this ADA, what it allows you to do is erase the key on Bob's module and give Alice two proofs. One is the proof that the key has been erased. Two, a proof that that key was unique. There is no other copy of it anywhere else. So effectively what you've done is you've given Alice the value and you've done it in a near infinitely scalable way, because what's happened is that from the blockchain's perspective, no transactions actually occurred. You've just moved access to some funds from one person to the next person. The other reason why trusted hardware is so appealing is that trusted hardware exists in both your laptop and your cell phone. So as a consequence, if you look to 2020, 2025, that time range, it is incredibly reasonable to assume that the vast majority of people, even the people who live in the poorest countries in the world, will have a device with a trusted hardware enclave in it, meaning these offline transaction capabilities will already be built in by the hardware vendor into their device. It's an open question whether you can access that and everybody's going to be able to use it, but a very meaningfully large group of people will be able to. But it's a great space. It's a value add to the system. And if we're really serious about getting penetration into marketplaces that don't have reliable internet, it's a must, which is why we put so much money into our Trusted Hardware Lab to study topics just like this.